In this video, I will be revealing the top 6 ways you can market your freelancing business. Now, the truth is, it's not just as simple as creating a profile on Upwork or Fiverr and then having clients knock on your door and want to hire you. It's up to you and solely you to go out there to market yourself as a freelancer or as a consultant to start landing clients online. So these 6 ways will help you better prepare yourself for what is needed to properly put yourself out there so you can land more freelancing clients. So let's get right into it. The first way you can market yourself as a freelancer or as a consultant is to focus on building your social media presence. Now, I like to say that you need to focus on 2 platforms. The first is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is very powerful because it is the professional work network. And a lot of times, different clients will actually go to your LinkedIn profile to see what you've done in the past and to also verify that you are a real person and that you do what you say that you've done in the past. So having a LinkedIn profile that is up to date is vital for your success, especially when you go out there on the independent route as a freelancer, as a consultant, or even if you're just starting your own business. Make sure your LinkedIn profile is up to date. There are a lot of different things you can do on the profile. You can showcase your past work experience. You can link it to your Upwork profile. You can also share different relevant news, articles, blogs on your profile to show people that you're active, as well as any certifications that you've gotten in your field. You can also put that on your LinkedIn profile. So that's the first platform I say most people should focus on. And the second is up to you. Now, I like to say it's up to you because every different person that is a freelancer or a consultant is going to be in a different vertical, a different industry, and they are going to have their own strengths and weaknesses. However, it's up to you to pick one platform at least to start to get active on. So for me, I chose YouTube. Obviously, I'm creating this video right now. I create at least one video every week. And I found that being able to share my expertise and my experience and my freelancing journey on YouTube through video content was a great fit for me. I didn't think Instagram was the best fit for me because I don't really take too many photos relating to what I do. However, I can sit down and make a video like this and share it to my network. So you don't have to choose YouTube. You can choose Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, whatever it is that makes the most sense for you as a freelancer. Remember, this isn't a personal choice. This is for your business, for your freelance business. That is the platform you should choose and start to build your online presence on there. Now, always remember that everything needs to be 100% professional, and anything that isn't professional on your social media profiles needs to get deleted or hidden before you go out there in the freelancing marketplace, because clients are going to look around and not only just look at your LinkedIn, but then secondarily, they will go and look at your other social media profiles. So not only is it important to help land clients to have your social media profiles up to date, but also getting in front of new clients, it's vital to put yourself out there and make sure you're focusing on those 2 platforms, LinkedIn and then one of your choice that makes the most sense for you. Next, the second way you can market your freelance business is by blogging. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, this is not an easy thing to just start doing out of the blue. If you do want to have your own personal blog, there are different platforms you can use to get started on, or you can build your own website and host your blog on there, just like I do with profitablefreelancer.com. The blog on there is something I keep up to date every single month. However, you don't have to go down that route. You can also do what is called guest blogging. Now, this is when you reach out to someone that's in your industry that produces blog content or articles, and you reach out to them and you tell them that you're interested in providing a free guest blog post. Now, of course, this is going to take some time requirement on your end, but this can be a great piece of information that you can then use down the line to share with potential clients to land more of them. So blogging is a great thing to do if you do have some writing expertise. You understand that blogging is something that is more of a long-term goal. So you're not just going to start getting clients right away from doing this, but it's almost like you're digging the well, you're planting the seeds. And in the future, you can get a lot of traffic from those blogs that you've posted, especially if you do some research on search engine optimization and you're making sure your blogs are focusing on very specific searches that people are going to search. That is going to help your blog show up in the algorithm over and over again and gain more traction. So blogging or guest blogging is a great way to market your freelance business if you have the time to do that. And also if you are experienced in writing, this can help separate you from the other competition who aren't producing articles, aren't producing blogs, and they're not putting the time into that specific vertical. Next, the third way you can market your freelance business is by continuing to focus on building your portfolio. Your portfolio is a collection of all the past work you've done for other clients, as well as anything that you've put together in the form of case studies or reviews or testimonials. So when you're just starting out, you may think, well, I don't have anything to put on my portfolio. I'm just getting started out. Well, go back to the last example. That is why blogging is a great avenue to go down to market yourself, because you can also put those blogs in your portfolio, as well as those guest blogs and anything else that you've done, even if it's not a specific project you've worked on. If it's something you've produced in the industry and it's something that's on your social media profiles, let's say, that's a great place to start and to use that to start getting that experience. And that gets us right into the fourth way to market your business, which is to ask for reviews and testimonials. So as you're building your portfolio, you're starting to land some clients, you want to go out of your way to ask them to give you a good review for the work that you've done, as well as leave a testimonial. On top of that, a lot of times you'd be surprised, but different clients that you've worked with in the past, all you need to do sometimes is just ask them if they know anyone else that could benefit from the freelance service that you provide. That can open up the door to so many more opportunities. Because don't forget that word of mouth is one of the most popular forms of advertising and one of the most powerful. Because that's what someone does. When they go to buy a product on Amazon, they don't just click and buy based on the price. They're also going to go down and look at those reviews. Are people enjoying the product or the service? Are they not? What's good about it? What's bad? It's the same thing with your portfolio, and the same thing when you go out there and start asking for those reviews and those testimonials. Those are really what is going to propel you and help you grow and continue marketing your freelance business as you go down and get more of that experience. However, if you're not keeping track of these things, if you're not getting testimonials or reviews from the clients you've worked with, then you are putting yourself at a disadvantage, because the longer it takes you to get started and build that momentum, the longer it's going to take you to reach your goal of turning freelancing into your full-time gig, or maybe you have certain revenue targets you want to hit. Whatever it is, make sure that you're always reaching out to clients, and even clients maybe that you didn't sell, maybe it didn't work out, you were close to getting the job. Don't be afraid to ask them if they know anyone else who could use your services. This is a great way that I've grown my own freelance business, and it also gets you in the door with people you never would have gotten in the door with previously. And then you also have that good review from your past client referring you to them, so it helps expedite the process. So this isn't someone who doesn't know you. Now they have a referral of you. They're much more likely to do business with you and give you a shot. Next, moving on to the fifth way you can market yourself as a freelancer to grow your freelancing business, make sure you are tailoring every single pitch that you are giving. Every proposal you send out, it's okay to work from a template. I work from different templates as well. However, make sure you're tailoring every single pitch to the specific client you're reaching out to. If you're just copying and pasting different proposals, that is just a waste of time. Just don't even do that. That's going to be something that's going to put you in the back of the pack. Clients can figure that out. What they want to see is someone who not only just goes above and beyond in their work, but also from step one, from their proposal. Are you doing your research? Do you know what the client actually wants? If they provided their website, let's say, have you gone to their website? Have you looked at what they do? Have you looked at their competitors? All of that is information you can include in the proposal to help get the client's attention, because they are going to see that, okay, this person actually did some research. They're mentioning my company, they're mentioning my website, maybe my competitors, and they're specifically saying that they can help me reach my goals. They are much likely to hire that freelancer than someone who just sends a generic cover letter that brags about themselves, that barely even talks about the job they're applying to. So remember that tailoring your proposals and your pitches is a form of marketing yourself, especially when a lot of other freelancers aren't taking the time to do that. That can separate you from the pack and help you land more freelancing clients. And lastly, the sixth way to market your freelance business or your consulting practice is by going onto a platform like Upwork and making a production schedule of you sending out proposals every single week. Now, doing this on a weekly basis will help you catch jobs that have been posted recently. That will get you in the door quicker than other competition, and then you have that ability to start building that relationship before other freelancers do. So let's say an awesome project just got posted. If you're one of the first 5 freelancers to apply to that project with a tailored proposal like we went over in the last step, you have ratings and reviews, you have those case studies, you have a blog, you have your social media presence built, the chances of you getting hired are so much greater than if you applied to the job late, once it already had 20 proposals and you didn't do all of the work that we went over. So making sure that you're putting yourself out there on a consistent basis and that you're remembering it's a numbers game. Just because you sent out a handful of proposals and didn't hear back, that doesn't mean that you need to get discouraged with yourself and think that that form of marketing doesn't work. Instead, reflect back on yourself. Are you sending out enough proposals? Are you reaching out to the right type of jobs? Also, are you tailoring the proposal specifically to that client? And lastly, are you putting your true time and effort into making it the best possible? Are you including attachments in your proposal? Maybe even a video attachment of you yourself telling the client why you are a good fit for the job. All of that will help you go above and beyond and start landing more freelancing clients. But it's all about you focusing on planting those seeds that are going to pay off down the road. Building your social media presence, building your portfolio, starting to do some blogging, tailoring your pitches, and reaching out to multiple clients. All of those are different actionable steps you can take on a weekly and a daily basis to move yourself forward and to start marketing yourself. So remember, the sooner you start doing this, the sooner you start to build your portfolio and reach out to clients, the sooner you can start making more money from freelancing. So if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. I produce a bunch of content about freelancing, entrepreneurship, and creating lifestyle freedom. Also, please hit the like button because it helps spread this video to other people on YouTube so more people can find out about this content and more people can gain more independence, freedom, and of course, more money in their life. Until the next time, my name is Paul Mendez with Profitable Freelancer, and I look forward to your success. Thank you for watching.